Here we go. Good morning, it's Cassie. Hi. Um, so this is one of my first times YouTube Live. I haven't done it very often, so bear with me. Um, Today I'm going to start the 24 days of the Crafter's Companion Advent calendar. And so what I'd like to do is pick the die for the day and then make a quick project out of it. So that's what I'm going to do. Um, so let's see what day one is. I opened the thing earlier and I was like, no, I better do it on camera so we can do it all at once together. So this is day one. I'm super excited. These are all dies for die cutting. So here we go. So day one. Let's see what we get. Ooh. These are really tight in here. Okay, let's see. I don't want to break anything. Looks like flowers. That's adorable. Here we go. So here's my day one die. Cute little flowers. So I'm thinking you could cut these out and make flowers and like layer them, or you could cut them out and use the negative. Either way would be fun. So there's day one. Let's make a quick project. All right, so since I have no idea what it was going to be, I'm going to put this together real quick, come up with something fun. So let's see. I actually am going to make a wedding card because I'm going to a wedding later today and I needed to do that, and I didn't do it before now because I like to wait till the last minute. Okay, so I have this awesome Crafter's Companion luxury cardstock, and it has glitter. It has like a matte mirror finish and a shiny mirror finish of whatever colors in the pack. This is a gold pack, but I have a few other packs anyway. Purple, blue, fuchsia, silver. They've got tons of colors, and they're really beautiful, and they're really thick too. So I'm thinking maybe I want to do some flowers out of these different finishes. What about that? Let's see. And then I'll just make a quick little card. Okay, so I guess I should have got my Gemini out to start. So this is my Gemini Go. It's the little guy. It's got his own little bag there. And this is going to work perfectly probably for most of the dies in here because seems like they're going to be fairly small. Okay, so we have all our parts here. Let me just get plugged in really fast. Sorry, I should have done this beforehand. So what I'm thinking is I can do, oops, was it already on? There we go. I could do the positive and negative. Let's see what that looks like, because that could be really pretty. I could also do it out of watercolor paper and then paint a couple of them or spray them or something with fireworks spray. So let's get a piece of watercolor paper out. So this is kind of how I work when I'm going to start a project, even if I don't know what I want to do, but I just want to make something. I get out some supplies and maybe I use it, maybe I don't. And then I have some inspiration. So obviously today my inspiration is this die and a wedding. So that's a good place to start. So sorry if this video is going to be too long for you. You absolutely can not watch or fast forward or watch it later and just see the finished project or the highlights. Totally up to you. So I'm gonna just start cutting these out. I think, well, let's try it with one first. The really cool thing about the Gemini series of die cutting machines, and the reason that I have it, because I already had other die cutting machines before I got this, is because it cuts through so much. It is a crazy workhorse, and it really works well to cut through many surfaces. So let's do this. So I'm getting my sandwich ready here. I've got the plastic and all the shims that I need. This is the metal piece. I don't know if I need that. Let's try it without this first. Here's the magnet piece. Can you see? Sorry, I'm making sure I'm in the shot here. Okay, so we're gonna try and go through two pieces of paper to start. Okay, let's do that. Let's cut out some of the matte mirrored cardstock. Another thing about this YouTube live business is that I'm used to making videos and editing them and then doing voiceover and whatever. And so doing it live, I want to make sure I keep moving for you, but also, you know, think about my project. So, so bear with me if it's too long, but it's fun to do. It's fun to do live and hopefully be with you. Sorry, this is very loud, but like I said, it cuts amazingly well. Ooh, I have these little confetti bits in gold and silver and colors. Maybe we can put that as the middle of the flower. I don't know. Options. Let's see if it cut through both. Almost. Look at this. This is really thick cardstock and this is a thin lit die. Okay, so the first one is like no problem. Ooh, look at the negative. That's pretty. Yeah, I really like that. You could go either way with these. Look at this. This is kind of cool, actually. This is an accident, but what if I did something like this? I really like this. Look at, so this guy is like, I mean, I could pop these out, but they're just like kind of embedded into this other cardstock. Ooh, it looks like it's foiled. I am in love with this. Okay, we're doing this now. So now I have to totally regroup. It's tone on tone. It doesn't have to be. Their wedding, I think, is red and black. I don't have this in red. I think we're just going to do gold. That'll be pretty. So here's the thing. Do I do it in this shiny, or do I do the embedded part in the glitter? That's a tough call. I think the shiny. Wow, that's a tough call. Okay, let's see. That glitter is so pretty. We'll do shiny. Shiny's good for a wedding, right? Okay. So now I need, we're going to do a 5.5 by 5.5 inch card. I've been doing those a lot lately. I have this, you can't see the brand, sorry. But I just have a pack I got from, you know, Michael's Joann's or whatever. And it's, you get the card base already scored, ready to go, and you get an envelope. And I've really been enjoying working on this in this format. It's fun to do square, and it's a little bit bigger than normal. So I think we're going to do this for the base. So now I need a big piece of this cardstock. Is this big enough? Yes. Okay, let me get my, so I use a Cutterpillar Pro to cut paper when I'm down in my studio, and I've been using this for several years, probably at least 5 years maybe, I don't know exactly, but I've never had to replace or sharpen the blade or anything. It's self-sharpening, and it's true. It really is self-sharpening. It's amazing. It is the last cutter you will ever need. So if you're in the market for a cutter, I would consider the Cutterpillar Pro. You will not be sorry. Okay, so this is going to be my base. All right, this is very exciting. Okay, so my base, and then I'm going to do this, maybe in the corner. And then I'll put a sentiment here. I'm not sure what's going to happen there. Oh, but I can't put this through the go, can I? Okay, it's okay. Rethink a little bit. Okay, here's what I can do. I can do a smaller piece of gold. Cut it nicely. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. And we'll have the flowers, and then maybe I'll do the sentiment in watercolor paper. I'm not sure. Let's see. Let's see what we can get to work here. So I'm going to cut this cardstock down a bit. So I have a smaller square now. Sorry, things change on the fly sometimes. I wasn't thinking about my machine. I do have the bigger machine, but I don't want to go upstairs and get it. We're just going to work with what we have. So, yeah, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to cut a new, so I'm going to sandwich it so the glossy's on the top, so it gives me this same outcome. Yeah, let's try it. We'll see how it goes. I might just be able to use that first one now that I'm going to do smaller anyway. Okay. Sorry if I'm all over the place here. This is how I work. So I wonder how everybody else works. Do you do the same thing, or do you have a plan going in? Guys, I don't want to try and talk over this. It's very loud. It's quick though. Okay, let's see how this turned out. So maybe leave in the comments. I'm really curious to know about how other people work. Oh, this one came out, but we can glue it back in. Ooh, and maybe we could lift the petals. Okay, that's going to be gorgeous. I don't like this line here, but maybe I can cut that off. Okay, let's work with this for a minute. Yeah, leave in the comments how you work. Do you have a plan first? Do you get all your supplies out and you know exactly what you're going to do or what you're going to work with? Or do you just wing it? Or where does your inspiration come from? I would really love to hear some of your comments there if you care to leave them. So we're going to work with, I think I'm going to use the Irresistible, no, not that one. Let's see. So I've got Irresistible Pico Embellisher in clear, and I often use this as an adhesive. It's a liquid, but I use it as an adhesive for certain things like this because it's a little bit thicker than regular glue, and it dries pretty quickly, and it holds things in place really great. And I work a lot in mixed media, so it's not always paper to paper, and it works for all different kinds of surfaces. So I really, really love this, and I recommend you use it. Okay, so there's a hole there, but that's okay because we're gonna put something over it after this dries, and I only want to put the glue right in the middle because I think I want to pop up these petals a little bit, but I gotta wait for that to dry, right? So let's, gosh, that's so pretty. I love this. Happy accidents are awesome. Okay. Still want it to be lined up. There we go. Yes, is that right? Looks right, but it's not laying down. Get in there. There we go. Okay, one more. Keep my fingers clean. Okay, this is so weird doing this live because I'm used to just doing whatever I want and taking my time and then editing later. But it's fun and it's a good way to grow. And, you know, I'd love to hear comments and interactions. Kind of hard to see my screen. Oh, I can't see comments right now if you're leaving them. Well, I'll look at them later. Sorry, I would rather just keep going with this project. But I promise to comment and check out your comments later on. So let's let this dry for a minute. Oops. And then I'm going to move on to the next part. What are we going to do next? And then we'll come back. Should I... no, I'm not gonna do that. I was thinking I would do glitter. Should I do all monotone and put these on top, or should I do some white maybe? I don't know, we'll get there. Okay, I'm gonna put that aside. So I think the base maybe is gonna be watercolor, and then I can do just watercolorish background maybe and put a sentiment on it. I don't have a wedding sentiment. I don't usually make these kind of cards, but let's just see what happens. 5.5. So I'm cutting this paper now. Let's see where we go. Actually, to tie it together, I'm going to cut it smaller. I cut it at 5.5. I think I'm going to use 5.25, and then we can mat it on that gold mat to tie it all together. And maybe what I'm going to do actually is mat it on the glitter, since I feel like I'm obsessed and I have to use this glitter somehow. So what if I do something like this? Can you see? Yeah. And put this here. It's not working for me anymore, is it? Dang it. Okay, let's see. Maybe if I put the sentiment over it like that. I just don't know what I'm going to put there. Okay. Sorry, I'm having a hard time deciding what to do. Okay, I'm going to cut this glitter paper out and we'll figure it out. Okay. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. And then we can maybe spray. We can get the acetate and dip it in. That'll be fun. I'm going to set this aside to dry. Okay, what colors do we want? It's going to be a red wedding, so let's do some red. So I've got rhubarb stalk here, fireworks spray. It's always good. I'm going to do some of that, and let's see, what else do I want to use? Actually, I might just use that. No, we'll do 2 reds. How about ladybug? Okay, so it's still monotone, but it's got a little bit of depth. The more, even if you're doing monotone, it's really good to have different shades of that color. It helps provide a little bit more depth into the final piece. So let's do this. I haven't used this one in a bit, so I got to shake it up real good. So what I'm going to do here is, this is a piece of acetate, and I'm just going to spray onto it. Whoops. Spray onto it, and then I'm going to sort of just like pat my paper into it so I get a fun watercolor effect. And then I'll have gold and red, and that should be pretty. This could be a total disaster too, and that's okay. Just playing and having fun. I love the idea of getting a new die every day and just seeing what you can make with it. It's fun. Okay, here we go. I got both colors. I want more of the darker, so that's good. And then I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of water. I just got my spray bottle, just kind of to let the colors combine a little bit. They're both red, so not much combining to do, but here we go. I'm using there's a textured and a smooth side, but I think I want to use the textured side today. So let's just see what we get. I don't want it to be everywhere either. Okay. Nice. Pretty. I like this because it gives it like an organic kind of look. It's not perfect, and yeah, ooh, that's pretty. And when this dries, it's going to have a shimmer because it's fireworks spray. Fireworks always has a shimmer to it, which is really beautiful. Okay, I want to dry this. Sorry, it's going to be loud again. We're going to go quick here and dry it a little bit so that I can put another layer on. And even though it's all still red, there'll be different shades of the red in there. So I just want to have a little bit of contrast. I'm looking to see, maybe I have a gold. I don't think I have gold. That's unfortunate. Ooh, but I have gold in other sprays that I could just flick on here. That'll be pretty. I think I'll do that. Okay, let's do a little bit more, like right there. Okay, I don't want it everywhere. See how it's kind of darker and lighter in some places? That's what I like. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry on its own. I'm gonna clean up this mess real quick. Normally I would use this pigment spray and put it in an art journal or something and not waste it, but I'm just trying to, I don't want to make this video any longer than it has to be, so we're just gonna throw it away today. Okay, so that's cleaned up. Pretty. Now you're going to decide which way that's going to go. Let's get some gold on here. I have this Mica Mist. This is from Nuvo. It's very pretty. Thinking if I had any other gold spray readily available. Let's see. I think we're going to use this. This is really, really pretty. It's a little darker than I wanted, but let's see what we get. I like to just, oh yeah, oh my gosh, look at how pretty. Ooh, that's lovely. Okay, cool. I love splatters. You know, I love mixed media, and I do that quite a bit, and so splatters lend themselves well to just that sort of messy, kind of distressed look. To me, it adds a little bit more interest too, visual interest. So once that mica mist, the Nuvo mica mist dries, it's going to be a little bit brighter too. You can see already right there, it's a bit brighter. I should have dried that red first because now that other stuff is spreading, but it's okay. It's still beautiful. Now my dilemma right now is what sentiment am I going to put on here, because I don't really have like a wedding one. So let's see. Congratulations. Maybe I have that. Ooh, I have this. Let's see. Today is your day. Okay, real quick. I'm looking. Sorry. It's hard to not be able to prepare ahead because you don't know the subject and then do it all online here. I'm just reading some sentiments here. Okay, that does not work. Oh, what about this? You have to trust your own madness. You think that's good? Probably not, huh? Okay, just being silly. Savor life and all its magic. I mean, that's non-traditional, but could be nice. Let's see. I gotta have something in here, my goodness. Okay. I thought there would be something here, but there isn't. Birthday, sending hugs, congrats. Maybe. It's not the best choice. Sorry about this. It's the way it goes for this kind of thing. Okay. Have a splendid day. Nope, that's not appropriate. I mean, it is kind of. This just isn't my area of expertise, making wedding cards. But I should have something. Sorry, here I come. Quickly looking through stamps to find something that might work. What else could I say besides congratulations? How about your awesomeness rivals that of a unicorn? Probably not. I don't think they're unicorn people. Okay. Sorry guys, here we go. Let love grow. We're stuck with each other. That's funny. That's my kind of humor right there. Oh, here we go. On your special day. That's a beautiful flower. It's too big to do on this because we're already having a flower, but we could do on your special day. That's a good one. All right, one more spot to look really quick. And then we'll just pick one of those. Ooh, I forgot I have these. Okay, these are nice text too. Nice font, I mean. So, let's see, there's got to be something in here. Thanks, grateful, celebrate. What if we did that? Yes. Or cheers to you. No, let's do celebrate. And then on the inside, I can put on your special day. What about that? That sounds good to me. Let's do it. We'll save the madness for a different card. Okay. That's fun. Okay, here we go. Yeah. All right, I got a mess here already. So do we want one more? No, I think we're good here. So here's our little flowers. I'm thinking I might cut this a little smaller too. What do you think? Let's make that a little bit smaller. I want to make sure it's dry because I don't want them falling off. So we're going to let it dry a little bit more. So this is going to be smaller here, and then we're going to stamp this on acetate, maybe, and put it over the top. That's what I'm thinking. That's my thoughts. Okay. Moving along, trying to be quick. Let's cut this down a little bit more. It's just so pretty. Let's go. Yeah, we'll do that. Good. Sorry, I'm just cutting. I'm off the screen here. I'm trying to be quick. Cutting this down a little bit. Also, I wanted to get rid of that one line from when it was put through the die cut machine. I didn't really like that line, so this is going to work out, I think, pretty well. And this paper is so beautiful. It can be used for so many things. Die cutting it is so fun. Okay, here we go. We have kind of a, not really a square. That's okay. Yes, I like that better. Just a little bit smaller. Fits nicely. Maybe I'm even going to do like that. I don't know. I just love the inlay of it. Okay. Okay, okay. And then remember, this is going to go on the outside. Oh, it's amazing. What if maybe we need black in here. I'm going to do black letters. So let's get out Celebrate. Okay. So this is by Ranger. It's from the Letter It series. I really like the font in here. I want to learn how to write like that on my own. I've been practicing, but I'm not very good at it. One day, maybe. Okay, let's get Celebrate. I think I want to do it in black. Black will be nice, a nice contrast against this gold and red and white here. And I'm thinking about maybe making this a little smaller, excuse me, and putting a black border. Do you think that's going to be too harsh? I don't know. I love the gold. Okay, let's just see. Sorry, sometimes I can be indecisive. I think we all can, right? Let's try it. I've got this black here. I just want to see. It might be way too harsh and it's going to look horrible and I'm going to hate it, but you never know till you try. So let's just see. Yeah. I don't know. No, I do like it. I do like it. Okay, let's cut these down a little bit more. Sorry, there's a lot of cutting here, and that's the boring part. But it's going to be pretty. Hold on. 5 1/4. Let's go. We're going to do a super thin border of black. Just enough to give it just a little bit of something. Okay? What do you think about that? You know, I'm not looking at the comments right now, but I promise I will later. I'm really interested to know what other people think, even if you're not watching it live, you're watching it later on. I'm really curious to know what you think about this type of video, of, you know, recording it live. I promise that I'm going to get better at it as I go. It's a lot of pressure, actually, to create on the fly when you have no idea what you're starting with, for sure. I mean, if I had a plan ahead and I just made it, that'd be one thing, but this is totally on the fly. So I'm really curious to know your comments and what you think about that, how it could be better. I really want to do more of these. Obviously, I'm doing 24 days of it, so maybe I'll be all on my own, and that's okay. But I would like to hear your comments, and then also, you know, how you work too, and what kind of projects you'd like to see, because I'd love to make things that you want to see. So 2 1/4 by 2. So I'm going to cut a mat for this too, so he matches. 2 1/4. So we're just giving it an 1/8. Oh, oops. So if you want to know, sorry, I'm not telling you dimensions, but so this gold is a 1/4 inch mat, and the black is an 1/8 of an inch mat. You see how it's just really thin, and I like it. It's not too much, but it gives it just enough contrast to give it separation from the gold, but still have it all work together. So that's why I did that. And I think that it's going to work. So 2 1/4, I forgot my measurements here. 2 1/4 by 2. So I'm cutting a black piece for that. So let's see what I did here. 2 1/4, so 2 3/8 by 2 1/8. Here we go. So then I just cut this mat to be the same size, so we just have 1/8 of an inch around this guy too. And I think that's going to be pretty. Yep, okay. So the next question is, do I stamp directly on here, boom, celebrate, and maybe emboss it in black? Or do I put it on vellum over the whole thing? I think I'm just going to do it right on here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So first I'm going to stick these guys together. So I'm using just some double-sided adhesive here. Paper to paper is easy. You know, you just use some good sticky double-sided adhesive and you're good to go. I swear to God, I have like probably 50 different kinds of glue. I don't know about you, but you know, you need different glues for different kinds of surfaces and different things that you're doing. And you have like double-sided adhesive, and you have, you know, liquid glue and tape runners, and it's crazy how much different glue there is. I don't know. Sometimes it makes me crazy, and I didn't line it up right. So let's fix it. Ugh. Oh, here we go. This is live, people. Okay. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Look, I already kind of bent it. I don't care. It's still gonna be pretty, but this this particular paper does show. Did I not cut it right? No, that's good. It's off. I don't know what happened there, but I'm okay with it. I think this needs to dry a little bit more. We'll wait till the end and do that piece. Okay. So now I want to stick this to the black because I'm happy with that. So real quick, we're gonna, this is the not fun part, sticking tape down. I love doing lots of layers too. As you can see, there's a couple of mats here. You know, I did think about adding some, ooh, maybe I'm gonna do that. I would have, sorry, I just had a thought. I was thinking I could do, I have this awesome, really super gold Bo Bunny. Can you see? Sorry. Bo Bunny gold stencil paste. It is literally amazing. And I thought that would be really cool on here. Maybe I could do it, but then I would have to put the Celebrate above it. And I'm not sure if I want to do that. See, this is just like my how my brain works. I don't know. I'm making a project and I'm like, I think I know where I'm going, what direction it's going in, and then, you know, something else pops in my head and I'm like, oh wait, I forgot, I want to do this, or ooh, that would be amazing, or, and then I try it and sometimes it works out and sometimes it's a horrible mess. So that's just the way it goes. All right, so now what do we want? Is it pretty like this? Like this? It's a square, so we can go any kind of way. Think about having the Celebrate. Let's see. That's kind of nice. It leads your eye down through the piece there, or this way. See, this feels heavy right here, so you don't want heavy things to be on top. It kind of weighs it down. This feels like a better flow to me. So there's my brain and how I'm deciding how to do this. So you got to be careful with this too, because remember we have a really thin border. We want to make sure it's fairly even. Okay, good deal. Yeah, I like that. I think that's going to be pretty. See, check this out. See, so you have the bigger flower at the bottom because it's heavier, weighted more because it's bigger. And then it flows up nicely. And then this line leads you right to the flowers here. Okay. Oh, this is coming together pretty well. Better than I expected. Okay, so then Celebrate's going up here. So then my question is, do I get a stencil that works with this and put this and just kind of put a little bit here and there to add a little bit more? Or do I call it good? I like to add a little bit more, but I don't know. Then we have to wait for it to dry. It doesn't take that long though. Yeah, I think I'm going to add just a little bit. Let's get my stencils out really quick. Really quick. Something elegant. Something wedding-ish. Why not? Why not? Ooh, what about that? Is that doesn't really go, does it? Oh, but that's so pretty. Or I have flowers. but we don't, that's a different kind of flower. No, we don't want that. Or I have these pretty like swirly things. No, that doesn't quite right. That'd be really pretty, but it's a different kind of flower. So we'll keep looking. Keep looking, keep looking. I'm trying to be quick here. I have a ridiculous amount of stencils. I wish I could show you, but I can't. Oh, what if we did something like this? It's just kind of subtle. I mean, there'll just be little like diamonds around, right? Yeah, that's what we're doing. See? I knew it would happen. It would come together nicely. Yes. Of course, I'm still looking though, so I don't know why that is. Why am I still looking? Yeah, this seems to be elegant-ish, so we're going to go with that. I'm going to stop looking. Here we go. Sorry about that. A little delay. Okay, so we're going to have to put Celebrate aside for a minute. And this, I'll wait and stick that down later. Let's just work with this base, okay? I'm going to get a piece of paper underneath. Moving quick, moving quick. Bear with me. Thanks for hanging out if you're here. I think there's one person. That's cool. Okay, this is the top. So we're just going to add a couple of these little diamonds. Okay. So we've got the Bo Bunny glaze. I've got a palette knife. Oh, this stuff is really nice. Bo Bunny did a nice job on this. Okay, so we're just going to put a couple bits here and there. Not a lot. I don't want a lot. And I still want to put Celebrate on this cardstock. I don't want to have to do it separate. So I'm going to leave this space open. So we're going to put it in 3 areas because 3 is a magic number, as you probably know. Maybe I'm going to put it up here too. Maybe it's 4 areas. 4 is my magic number today. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Here we go. Ooh, isn't that pretty? That's going to add so much to this. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at this. Okay, I'm going to bring it in close. Yeah, this is why I love stencils and paste. Any kind of paste. I mean, this is the gold, but, you know, I have Creative Medium from Imagine. They've got it in metallic, and they have other iridescent colors, and they, of course, have clear and glitter. Lots of people, different people have pastes, and even just the standard, you know, like, here we go. Here's Liquitex Flexible Modeling Paste. You know, this is just white. Modeling paste is white. Gel is clear. So if you remember it that way, because there's a lot of different kinds on the market. So while this is drying, I'll just give you a quick school on this if you don't know. So if it says a modeling paste, that means it's going to be opaque. Opaque is you can't see through it, right? So then this will dry white on your page. You could mix it with color ahead of time. You could mix it with like acrylic paint or whatever you want, or you could put some, you know, like pigment spray or whatever you want, any kind of pigment that you want to mix in here. If you had like a powder pigment like the Color Burst or the Lindy's Magicals or something like that, you could mix it in there. Now it's going to be a lot lighter version of that color unless you add a whole bunch, right? So you can do it that way, or you can put this, like we did here, put this on your surface and then let it dry and then spray or put the Magicals or whatever you're using, whatever pigment you're using over it, and that will give you more true color to that main color. But so there's lots of different ways that you can do that, but I'm telling you okay, so then, sorry, I got ahead of myself. So that was modeling paste, but then we have, let's see, we have, here we go, here's gloss super heavy gel. So they have heavy, light, medium, whatever, it's just the thickness of it, right? And then they also have gloss, matte, whatever. But if it's a gel, that's gonna dry clear. All right, so then you'll be able to see whatever was underneath it. whereas the modeling paste dries opaque. So that's the difference between the two. They both can be used as adhesives. They can be used through a stencil to make a pattern. They can, the modeling paste, you can spray over it and it will absorb the color. The gel acts more as a resist. So if you put the clear gel over this, and then let's say I put the clear gel where the diamonds are here, and then I sprayed over it, whatever color's underneath that clear gel is going to stay present because the gel will resist whatever color you put over top of it. So that's a cool effect too. So it really just depends on what you're going for and what style, you know, you're doing, and what you want the end product to be. Sometimes I should have cleaned this off before, but it's not going to ruin my stencil here. It's just a gel that is, and this is not very intricate, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, back to my thought. So what was I saying? Yeah, sometimes I will use the gel on purpose so that it will resist. So I'll put a color underneath, like let's say I have this red, right? And then I put the gel down, so some would be white, some would be red, and then let's say I'm gonna go back over this with gold or black or whatever, some other color, yellow or something. So then where the diamonds are, they'll still be red, you know, and everything else will be whatever the other color is. So that's super fun. It's a fun way to do it. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Let's give this a zap really quick. Shouldn't take too long to dry. I think this really adds a nice touch though, and a little bit extra visual interest. Okay, we're gonna put this aside, just let it dry a little bit longer. It's pretty close, pretty close. Okay, let's work on this guy. I want to lift the petals, so we're gonna use the little thing here. I don't know if I need this or not, let's see. It should be stuck down pretty well, there we go. Yeah, I like the inlay, but I also like having the petals up a little bit. Do you think that's pretty? Yeah, for having zero idea what this die was or where I was gonna go with it, oops, yep, that glue's not quite dry yet. Should have been dry by now. I'm pretty happy with what's happening here. It's gonna be a nice card. So I'm not always gonna do a card either, you know, probably sometimes I'll just do like a quick ATC or a tag or something. Tags are super easy. But today I needed to make a card, so I thought let's do both at once. As soon as I saw these flowers too, I felt like that was a good way to go. All right, move that out of the way because I don't like that. Okay, I think it's time to add some of these guys, or if these are too big, maybe. Well, let's see what. I don't think I want gold. I don't think I do. I think I want a color. I might use a Nuvo drop. Do you guys use Nuvo drops? Let's pick a glitter. How about? I don't have all the glitter ones. Ooh, or hold on. Ooh, I've got this red, or I have a bright red. Or I have, well, let's see. Or I have gold, if I want to do that. Or I have this glitter. It's like a gold Coast, it's called. Glitter drops. That could be pretty, huh? What do I do? What do I do? Let's see. Just looking to see if there's any other colors I might want to try. I could do like a pearl white. Too many decisions. That's a little darker than the red we're using. Let's put this guy on here so we can see, or just above it. Okay, so definitely not that one. What about this one? He's a little darker too, isn't he? A little too dark? A little bit. I'm thinking red just because it's going to tie it back together, but is this too bright? Maybe not. Let's try it. I can always wipe it off, I guess, if I don't like it. So this one is called, let's see, am I in the camera? Here we go. Red Berry. And it's really shiny. I love Nuvo drops. They're pretty versatile, easy to use, and I usually test one off my project first just to get it ready. And when you first put it down, it has a kind of a peak, but it rounds itself out. So don't worry if you haven't really used them. Yeah, I suggest trying. Yeah, I like this. This is pretty. What do you think? Love to hear comments, which again, I'll read later. But there, that's going to look nice. It's going to draw it back together. It's not too bright, I don't think. I think it works nicely. Okay, I am going to put, I want this to be lifted a little bit. So I'm going to put some foam tape behind it. I just have this big roll right now. I just ordered some that's a little thicker because look at this, is pretty thin, but it's going to work today. It's going to work. But I would like to have a little thicker tape. Sometimes I double this up so that I can have so that I can have it, you know, more elevated. Those Nuvo drops stay pretty well. I don't want to flip it all the way over, but they're not going to run too much. That one, I think I did a little too much there, but it's going to be okay. Sorry, I'm real close to the camera right now. Guess I can wait to do that. Okay. So we got the foam dots there. Let's see how we're doing. This is dry. It's a little tacky still. Let me hit it one more time. Usually this Bo Bunny stuff dries pretty quick. There are some other, like I was showing you the Liquitex gels and modeling paste. Those sometimes take a little bit longer to dry. Really just depends on the thickness of it is what I found. But this Bo Bunny is really pretty creamy and smooth. It's like a whipped for icing almost. It's really easy to work with in this color. Look at how bright gold that is. It's so beautiful. Okay. I am loving this. This is so awesome. Yay. This is going to be pretty. Okay. I think we can do the Celebrate. It's dry enough and I'm not going to hit it. So we're going to put Celebrate right there. Looks good to me. So let's get my favorite black ink out. Can you guess what it is? 1 second. Okay, here it is. First Fine Clair and Nocturne. I pretty much use this on every single project. And it's not just because I work for Imagine. It's just the best ink. The best ink. It does so many great things. It's embossable for several minutes. It is very true, beautiful, gorgeous black. You can watercolor over it and it's not going to run. You can do lots of stuff and it's a gorgeous black. Okay, here we go. Gonna put this right here. Hopefully that's a good spot. All right, don't want to mess it up because I didn't use. Yeah, look at how pretty that is. And I'm going to emboss that. I should have used my embossing buddy first. That's okay. All right, I'm getting the clear. Yeah, this is going to help it pop off the page just a little bit more. I should have used the embossing buddy because there are other elements on here that might pick up this embossing powder. But that's okay. We'll just, like I said, I wing it most of the time. Actually, oh, that worked out nice. Okay. Forgot to put a paper under that, so we just lost a little powder. No big deal. Okay, so for embossing, you noticed before when I was hitting this stuff, I use this guy. I use this for all mixed media. It's just a nice general overall heat gun. But when I'm embossing, I use the Wagner because it heats up hotter and faster, and it's more direct. So I use this guy, and I really, really love him. So I have both of these guns next to me all the time. So real quick, we're just going to emboss this, and it's going to make it shiny and stand out a little bit more than if it's just stamped. Especially on watercolor paper. Watercolor paper really absorbs ink really well, or whatever pigment you put on it. So yeah, look at that. That was quick too. Look at, oh, ooh, this is pretty. I am loving this card. I hope you like it too. I really hope you like this process and the card. Okay, we're gonna let that guy dry. Now this is gonna just go straight on here, and then I think I'm gonna wrap maybe some gold thread around it. So let's, ooh, do I want to around the whole thing or just this part though? That's the question. Next question. Always asking questions. Is this dry enough? Yeah, this is pretty dry. Nice. Okay, this is the gold thread I'm talking about. I use it quite a bit because it's super thin, right? See this? I mean, it's very, very delicate, very beautiful. And of course, we're working with gold here today, so why not? Okay, so let me get a glue dot. We'll just use these little guys because that's what's closest to me. So the way I start when I'm going to add thread is I just put a glue dot on the back. It's mostly dry, but I don't want to smudge anything, so. So there, I just put a glue dot on the back and I put my starter there. Okay, so it stays in place so then I can just wrap. And especially with this, that's my dog, she wants something. Ophi, just a minute, baby girl. So especially with this, I'm going to wrap this a bunch of times because it's super thin. Oops, oops, oops. I'm so sorry. That was horrible. Okay, so sorry about that. So here we go. I'm going to wrap a bunch of times. There we go. Pretty. See, it adds just a little bit more. And this is my mixed media self coming out here, adding the stencil and the paste and the string. I can't help myself. Okay, here we go. That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Okay, so let's put the adhesive on the back of this guy. And we're almost done. We just got to put it all together. And I'll put the sentiment on the inside of the card. And we will be finished. I hope you like this video. I really, really look forward to comments. I'm good with constructive criticism. If you have something to say, you know, that something I could do better or different, I would love to hear it. Really, really would love to hear it. I am open. I'm just learning how to do the YouTube live, and it's a totally different way to create videos, you know. Like I said in the beginning, I'm used to making a video and just making the project and talking to myself and saying, oh, what works, what doesn't, and then editing it down so you just get to see the highlights. And that's a really effective way, I think, to make videos, and it works really well for me. But I think it's also fun to be impulsive and just to come on here live and just see what happens. And that's why I'm doing this advent calendars, to help me build this skill a little bit more. So that guy is a little bit, but I'm afraid to touch it because I don't want to mess it up. Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I don't want to mess it up. Okay. This is not dry yet. Nuvo drops take a bit longer to dry, but I already put those foam adhesives on the back. So I'm just peeling those off. Hopefully you can still see me. There you go. Just peeling those off, and then we're going to stick it down so we can be done with this card. Celebrate. And there's my cute little dies for my advent. And there's the card front. What do you think? I'd love to hear your comments here. Tell me what you think of this card. Okay, where's my base? So I've been working with this 5.5-inch square format for a little while, especially since I got the pack of cards, and I just wanted to try a different shape. You know, I'm used to doing the 4 1/4 by 5.5, and those are great. But sometimes you just want a little bit more space, and sometimes it's nice to work on a square surface. So I started using these a few months ago anyway, and I've really, really been liking it. And I buy more of the packs whenever they're on sale, just so I can always have them. But you know, they also come with the envelope, and so I've also been trying more and more to decorate the envelope when I do this size card, so that I have a matching envelope. It's really doesn't take that much more time, and I think it adds just a extra nice touch to the card, especially, you know, if you're going to actually give it away. I have like boxes of projects that I made that don't go anywhere, so I need to start giving them away. Yes, girl, just a minute. I'm almost done. She probably wants a treat or something. Okay, so this is what I normally do. Stick my adhesive down, and then I stand it up and line up the bottom and the sides so that it just seems to work easier. So there's my card. Yay. thank you so much for hanging out and watching and making this card with me. Really quick though, I'm going to put on your special day, and then I'm going to write congratulations on top of it, just to make it a little bit more personal. Sorry, this is Concord and Ninth Painted Rose stamp set. I don't know if it's still available for sale. It should be, because it's gorgeous. It's like a two-step. You know, it's the background, and then the flower on top of it there. Oh, there's another piece of flower. Anyway, it's a really nice stamp set, but I got it a while ago, so I'm not sure if it's still for sale or not. Sometimes they retire their stamps after a while. So, okay, we're gonna do on your special day real quick. I'm almost done. Okay, and this is still wet, so I need to be careful. But I'm going to stamp it in the VersaFine Clair again, in Nocturne, sorry. Nocturne. If you don't have this ink pad, shush, I'm almost done. If you don't have this ink pad, you need to get it, because it's really amazing. Really amazing. I do have some videos out there about for different techniques you can do with it, but I'll be posting more of this next year as well. So here we go, on your special day, right in the middle. Nice. And then I will write congratulations. I want to let this dry and let that stuff dry, and then I'll write my congratulations and my message to them on the inside later on. But that is my card. We are done for the day. I hope that this was fun for you. Tomorrow's probably won't take as long. I'm going to try and mix it up and do different kinds of projects. So tomorrow, where's number 2? Is right here. Oh, it's super tiny. It's this tiny little box here. So I'm very curious to know what it is. I'll probably do a tag or an ATC or something a little bit quicker. But thank you so much for hanging out. And here's our card and our Advent die piece for day 1. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.